Greetings, and thank you for listening to What's Good with Edris Louise right here at 728 Radio, a part of the TriCountyMedia family. We're so glad to have you with us today. We're going to bring an exciting guest here for you, but we also want you to know that we are sponsored in part by the Ware Shoals Hardware on 11 Mill Street in Ware, Shoals. They have everything for your daily needs, so please make sure you go down to the Ware Shoals Hardware and let them know that you heard about it right here at 728 Radio. If you'd like to be a sponsor of our show, or if you'd like to just be a part of the 728 family, we invite you to do so. Email us at 728whatsgood@gmail.com. That's 728whatsgood@gmail.com. You can email your comments, your suggestions, because we want to be about what's good in our neighborhood. So why don't you join me and let's do this together, okay? Well, today we have a wonderful guest, someone that you're going to see around for a long time. The principal of Ware Shoals High School.
Thank you for having me.
We're just so glad to have you here. This is Principal Tyre, and I don't believe you're a stranger to Ware Shoals, are you?
No, ma'am. I've been in our district this is my 17th year.
Wow. And before you became principal, you worked with the special needs?
I did. I worked for about 12 years with the special needs students. Mm-hmm. And then I went as a special ed coordinator for 4 years, and then recently was hired as principal at the high school.
Okay. Well, tell us a little bit more about your story. Where did you attend college, or where are you from originally? Or?
I live in Lawrence. I grew up in Lawrence County, and I actually attended college at Presbyterian College, mm-hmm. and graduated from there with a degree in special education and a minor in psychology. And then I earned a master's degree in special education, and recently completed a master's degree in administration before I was hired.
Wonderful, wonderful. Well, what do you like about being a Ware Shoals Hornet as opposed to a Lawrence Raider?
The color. Purple's much better than green.
That's great. Well, what attracted you besides the color purple to working with the Ware Shoals School District?
Yes, ma'am. What attracted me to Ware Shoals is, of course, the size. I was teaching at a private school before I came to Ware Shoals, mm-hmm. and when I had to make the move to public, I knew that I wanted that family feeling that we absolutely have in Ware Shoals.
That's great. That's great. And you said you've been here 17 years.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Who inspired you to become an educator?
I actually had a younger sibling who struggled in school a lot. Mm-hmm. And even when I was young, I realized that when I worked with him individually, he was able to learn so much more than when he was in the classroom. Mm-hmm. So as I went on into school, I reflected on that and really wanted to work with students who I thought, all students have potential. Mm-hmm. And sometimes it takes a little more and a little different strategies to pull that out of students. Mm-hmm. So I knew that I wanted to do that.
That's awesome. So you knew that from day one.
Yes, ma'am.
That's great. That's great. Well, as principal of Ware Shoals, how you've been here been a principal almost 2 months, maybe?
Since July 1st.
Since July 1st.
Yes, ma'am.
How does it feel walking into the school in a different role?
It's great. I love every morning all of our students enter through the front door of the school, and I love seeing all the students saying hey to them, welcoming them. Mm-hmm. It's just a great feeling. And then, of course, working with the wonderful staff at Ware Shoals High School, you can't have a better staff.
That's great. Well, what type of changes do you think you're planning on making since you're now the principal?
Well, that's a tough one because, like I said, our staff is so fantastic, and we have a lot of great things going on at Ware Shoals High School. Mm. This year we are focusing on building a community and a culture of celebration at the high school. Our students do a lot of great things, and we have a lot of great students, and we want to celebrate them. We want them to know that we're proud of them and that they're accomplishing great things. Mm-hmm.
Because I believe in September they're having the Ware Shoals Hall of Fame celebration, aren't they?
Yes,
where they're
ma'am.
honoring alumni. from years ago. So I think that's great, being a part of a small town, a small school, but yet it's small, but yet it's big enough to prepare people for to go out and do great things. Because, we've had doctors, we've had professional athletes, professional musicians, actors. We've had so much to come out of Ware, Shoals, South Carolina, Ware, Shoals High School.
That's right.
And we just need to continue that. So I think it's going to be great for the students to see that. I believe it's September 17th is when the program is going to be. So I'm excited about that because I plan on attending it. So.
Yes, ma'am. It's going to be a great program, and we are all about continuing that legacy of raising legends. Is actually the middle school theme this year.
Okay.
So they're focused on raising those legends up that will one day be in the Hall of Fame. So we're excited about that as well.
Yeah, and I saw on the marquee in front of the high school, I believe it says Destination Graduation.
Yes, ma'am. That is our motto, our mantra that we really focus on every year. This year at the high school, it's Destination Graduation, Stay the Course.
Okay.
We've had a lot of things to try to blow us off course in the last few years, and we are going to stay that course for all of our students to reach Destination Graduation.
That is great. That is great. Well, tell us some points of interest that should attract students to want to attend Ware Shoals.
Absolutely. We have lots of great programs. Our band is phenomenal. Our student council is very active with raising money through Christmases for kids and serving our community. We have lots of lesser known things that are also equally as exciting and excellent. And one would be that our electricity classes that we are offering through our ag program. Our cake program is phenomenal. We have excellent computer labs, top of the line computer labs, and looking to add a 3D printer this year. So that's another wonderful attraction to Ware Shoals. But I think the biggest attraction to Ware Shoals is the people and the community and that family feel. Yes, ma'am.
Well, that is awesome. That is awesome. I can remember back to my years in Ware Shoals. It was wonderful. It was really wonderful because the teachers knew us. We were able to excel. We were able to talk to them. Our guidance counselor, Miss Morrison, God rest her soul, she was our guidance counselor. And it's just important to have that relationship before you go out in the big world. But you are prepared, and that's what's really, really important. Let's see. How do you promote diversity? Do you have a lot of people involved in all the different activities?
Yes, ma'am, we do. We try to encourage all of our students to be involved in something. But I think the best way to promote diversity is to look for strengths in people and celebrate those strengths and develop those strengths. So every day, as I'm meeting students and talking with students, that special education part of me is looking for the strengths of that person. And I'm making those mental notes, and then I'm looking for opportunities for where that student can excel. And so I think building that culture of plugging students in where they can be successful is what really promotes diversity.
Okay, and you feel we're doing pretty good?
I think so.
I think so too.
I think so. And all areas, we all have room for growth in all areas. But yes, ma'am, I do think so. I think we have lots of different student groups and lots of students who are involved. And we're always, hey, you're going to play football? Hey, you're going to run cross country? Hey, you want to be on the sporting clay team? Hey, you want to be on the fishing team? So we're always looking for students to be involved and try to pull those students in where they can be successful.
All it takes is just the desire to want to participate.
Yes, ma'am. For most activities, just tell us you want to be involved, and we'll find you a place to be involved.
Do y'all still have? I think we used to call it the FCA, Fellowship of Christian Athletes. I enjoyed that so much.
We do. We have Fellowship of Christian Athletes. I believe Mr. Frady, the technology specialist, is our sponsor for FCA this year. So he's doing a great job with that, getting that started up very soon.
Okay. So what can we look forward to with the $1 Million Band? Have you seen their show yet?
I have not seen their show. I went out yesterday and spent some time with them, watched them setting the drill. I'm trying to remember the name of the show. It's Looking Forward to Looking Back.
Oh, that sounds good. Sounds intriguing.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Being in the future, looking back on nostalgia.
Wow. Well, when is the first football game, or how are we looking with that with the COVID situation going on?
Oh, goodness. The football schedule is on the website.
Okay.
And that is the go-to place to find all the information.
Okay.
Is our website. So definitely, if you have any questions, look on the website. Our volleyball schedule is also on the website, and I believe the cross-country schedule is on the website as well.
Y'all have a cross-country team?
We do. We have a cross-country team. They have several meets planned this fall. And I believe I talked with the cross-country coach yesterday, and she said about 10 participants. So it's a pretty good-sized team.
Well,
Yes,
good,
ma'am.
good. Well, how about the parents? How are parents involved? Do you have PTA meetings, or how do you? I'm not sure if PTA happens in high school. I can't remember, of course, and I don't have children, but
Currently, we do not have a PTA at the high school. We would certainly consider a PTA at the high school. We do have a school improvement council that volunteers could serve on if they would like to do that. We also have athletic booster club and the band booster club and the athletic association that parents could be a part of. We really want parents to be involved with their student every day. You know, when the student comes home, how was school today? Do you have homework? Being involved that way, and just encouraging that destination graduation all over the community. Everywhere you go, students should be hearing how are you working toward graduation? Are you on track? Is there anything that you need to meet that destination of graduation?
now if a student came to you and they needed a little extra help, what's available? Do you have after-school programs for high school, or what is available for a student who may not be able to?
Yes, sure. We have students can request time with their teachers after school. So all of our teachers are required to stay after school to meet with students.
Okay.
And they can set up dates. We like to know when they're coming. So, so we set up times to meet with individual students. So that's one area. Some students come in before school and meet, because not everybody can stay after. So they may come in before school and meet with a teacher, or maybe work with them during lunch.
Okay.
And you know, I love going into classes. I went into an English class the other day and sat down beside a student, and you know, let's work this essay out. Let's figure out, you know, for some students who may need a little extra push.
That's great. That's the good thing about a small yet big school, a school with a big heart. And I think
Absolutely.
that's what I think of when I think of Ware Shoals. We're not perfect, but we're living and we're growing.
Absolutely.
And it's just, I'm so glad that I'm a product of there. And I just enjoy seeing the things, you know, the people that are matriculating through the school. I mean, you've got Damian Moraney.
Yes,
He's
ma'am.
doing an awesome job at Landers. It's so many.
Yes,
so
ma'am.
many others. And like the Jada Abney graduated, then came right back to
Absolutely.
teach. And I mean, that's what it's all about. Continuing the wheel of knowledge.
Absolutely.
So,
Yes, ma'am.
let's see. Let's talk about volunteer opportunities. What are some of the volunteer opportunities for the community to help the school, to partner with the school?
Yes, ma'am. We talked about the band booster club and the athletic association, and the school improvement council are excellent opportunities for people to get involved. Our community is so supportive financially. Always supporting the cheerleaders, selling ads, supporting all the different fundraisers. The Christmas for Kids for Student Council is always a big fundraiser, and that's important. But again, every day, checking your students' Power School. A lot of times when students get to high school, you see parental involvement kind of dip. They're almost adults, but we would like to encourage parents to still be involved. Adolescents need their parents more than ever.
And in
my
today's
opinion.
society, with so much coming at them, yeah,
Absolutely.
definitely, yeah.
So I encourage parents to get involved every single day and email teachers and communicate and participate in the events, be it football games and those kinds of things, so that students know that education is important.
Mm-hmm. Wow. I'm just sitting here in awe. I'm going, I say, I want to go back to school.
Come on.
Yeah, those squeaky floors, but they're wonderful floors. I could always, when I go into the auditorium, on the left side, as you walk down, there's one particular place that will,
Wipe out.
They'll squeak, yeah.
Yes,
Well,
ma'am.
so you've been with the school district for 17 years. I know it seems like this is going to be a long-term thing for you. So
I definitely hope so.
where do you see the high school 5 years from now? What do you see? What do you envision?
Yes, ma'am. I see the high school 5 years from now as being a place where students can't wait to get to, and they hate to leave. I want it to be their safe space. I also want it to be somewhere where they feel challenged and can see success and can feel like they are being developed individually and meeting goals that they have for themselves. Okay,
that's good. So I just had a thought leave me, but it's going to come back because I'm enjoying talking with you. So tell us a little bit about the schedule, the activities that's going on. I believe you said there are some activities going on that you wanted to tell us about.
Sure. We have a community-wide vaccination clinic that is this Friday at the community library for students who are ages 12 years old and older. That is a free clinic, and one of the benefits of being vaccinated is that if you're a close contact, you don't have to quarantine. So we're encouraging everyone who is willing to take the vaccine to take the vaccine. We also have a community-wide pep rally next Thursday, August the 12th at 6 o'clock at the Ware Shoals High School Stadium for the community to come, and we're calling it Meet the Hornets. So our football team will be there. Our cross-country team will be there. The C team from the middle school for football. Our cheerleaders will be there, and our volleyball teams will all be there. So the community can come out and meet the Hornets and take pictures and get autographs and just build that community.
That's awesome. Have y'all done that before?
Not to my knowledge, no, ma'am.
So this is going to be something inaugural. You can be there. So that's August the 12th at 6
o'clock.
6 o'clock in the stadium?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so Ware Shoals, we're challenging you. We want you to be there, and we want you to meet the Hornets and show them that you do support Ware Shoals and you support the Hornets, because our young people are our future, but they're also our now, because we've got to develop them and to be the type of adults that we want to change this world, and also the adults as we get older that will take care of us.
That's right. That's exactly right.
So, is there anything else you'd like to talk to us about?
I don't think so. I really appreciate the opportunity to be here and to discuss the great things that are happening at Ware Shoals High School. We look forward to meeting everyone on August the 12th and celebrating our athletics and just building that community and helping each student reach their destination graduation.
That's great. Well, you heard it right here at What's Good with Edris Louise at Radio 728, a part of the TriCountyMedia. We're so glad that you've listened to us and listened to Principal Tyre. If anyone wants to reach you, they can email you at
mtyre, Tyre, at gwd51.org.
Okay. And I know what it was. When I was in school, we used to have ministers to come and do programs or to speak to the youth, the young people. Is that still, do y'all still have that?
We don't at the high school. We did before COVID at the middle school. I think that some of the students had release time. Students can participate in FCA. and get that. And our ministerial association here in Ware Shoals is always very supportive if we need additional counselors and those kinds of things. They've really been supportive, and we appreciate them.
Okay, well, good. Okay, someone comes in on campus. What should they, I mean, they have to come to the front doors, and of course, with the COVID restrictions, tell us when they come on campus, what will it look like?
Sure. If you come to the front door, you'll see a doorbell over on the right, and you press the doorbell, and that will buzz to the office. And the office staff will ask you what you need and vet you to make sure that you can come into the building for safety. And then they'll buzz you in, and then a visitor would report to the office to get whatever they need.
Okay, well, great. We had Superintendent Sprouse on a few months, probably about a month ago.
Yes,
and
ma'am.
It was just phenomenal, just talking to her, just
Absolutely.
about the great things. And she and I, we were reminiscing because we were in school together. So it's just great that Ware Shoals is continuing, and the Hornets are continuing to sting with pride. That's
Absolutely.
awesome. So you heard it right here at What's Good with Edris Louise. We've got Principal Tyre. She wants to be a part of your community and a part of your children. So if you have anything that you would like to help with her, with the high school, or with anything, please make sure you contact her, because we are about community and being in unity with one another. So that's about it. That's a wrap up for today. So thank you again for listening. If you have comments, or if you would like to have ideas or even sponsor this show, please make sure you email 728whatsgood@gmail.com. That's 728whatsgood@gmail.com. And we want to thank our sponsor, Ware Shoals Hardware, which is located at 11 Mill Street, right here in Ware Shoals. They have everything you need for your daily needs. So please make sure you go by there, and make sure you tell them that you heard about it on 728 Radio, Tri-County Media. This is Edris Louise, and until we meet again, we hope that you are blessed and about what's good. Thank you.
Ware Shoals Hardware thrives on providing A1 customer service with smiling faces, a knowledgeable staff, wonderful atmosphere, top-grade products such as Valspar paints and supplies, DeWalt, Stanley, Irwin, and Vulcan tools, lawnmower blades and belts, an assortment of farm animal feed, top-brand pet food like Value Pack Performance dog food. Uncompromising quality is the standard at Ware Shoals Hardware, where they have everything for your everyday living needs. So stop by Ware Shoals Hardware at 11 Mill Street, Ware Shoals, South Carolina, 29692, or call 864-456-2122 and tell them you heard it right here on your favorite station, 728 Radio.